Hi, welcome to a quick walk around video for our Mercedes B-Class. We get quite a few of these, really good sellers. I can see why. It's like an A-Class but bigger, basically, a bit more room. I'm going to go around and show you everything that I can see. I'll point out anything that I think is like detrimental that I would like to know about a car that I was buying myself. Obviously I can't point out every tiny stone chip and bits and bobs like that, so expect some marks for the age of the car. But I'll point out anything that's really obvious to the naked eye. Okay, let's go round and show you what's what. Solid white, usually Polaris white, I think, Mercedes, but I will find the name for it and put that on the ad so you can compare. But it's, here we are, we've got some other whites here, so you can see that's more sort of pure. This is like an off-white, a little bit of cream to it. So we've got the front parking sensors down here, halogen headlights and your fog lights. It's the radar badge, so that links up with the cruise control and automatically slows down if it senses something in front of you. Distronic, I think they call that. More than likely an optional extra. Again, I'll note that on the advert if it is. 16-inch wheels. I think it's a matching set of tyres all round. Indicators built into the wing mirrors here. Colour match is good all round, as are the gaps and everything. I can't spot any signs of poor previous paintwork. All looks original to me. Very light tint to the privacy glass going through the rear. Wheels themselves in good order, couple of minor marks and a little bit of staining at the back there from brake dust, but overall rather presentable. High level brake light built into the spoiler just up there. It's got the chrome sort of protection strip there on the boot. That's not been stuck on afterwards, that's on all the B classes that we've had. Rear parking sensors down there as well. Really decent sized boot. This retractable load cover retracts exactly as it should. Nice big boot, plenty of storage under there. Valeters have missed it, do apologise, we'll get that sorted. You've got your tow and eye cover, your emergency triangle. I will show you the locking wheel nut that's been stowed away inside. I'll show you that when we get there. The bodywork, there's really nothing to note in terms of defects. It's really quite clean and tidy. Roof's all good. A couple more curb marks on that wheel. The most prominent one's just down the bottom there, and you've got some smaller ones just up there. Got a sensor there for rain sensing wipers. And hear the engine running, that's nice and quiet. Ah, one thing I did miss. I noticed it when I was doing the photos. The 8 is missing here. I've ordered one on eBay, just waiting for that to arrive. If I'd noticed beforehand, I'd have delayed doing the video, but I'd started doing all the pictures and everything, so I've carried on. So yeah, it's just a little stick-on badge. We've got that on order. Right, let's have a look inside now. Start at the back. Child lock's just down here. Electric windows in the back. There is a set of mats in there. They're not Mercedes ones, they're aftermarket ones, but it is a full matching set. The seats, ideally I'd have had shampooed, but I just haven't had the time. So if you're buying it, mention it to us and we'll get them shampooed for you. It's just the weather's so often on at the moment, it's difficult to get everything to dry out. But black cloth, grey through the middle, got Isofix for your 2 outer rear seats, airbags up here, light grey headlining. This is a visual aid for the rear parking sensor. Really good leg room. Storage areas here and a little 12-volt point tucked away in there. Other side obviously much the same, but just to show you everything from all the different angles and show you that the door's open, I suppose. Alright, we'll head into the front now. Electric windows there, of course. The stainless steel Mercedes-Benz kick plates. Like I mentioned, the mats aftermarket, but they are a full set. Airbag built in up here. It's this kind of geometric type shaped gloss black fascia. owner's manual, original Mercedes wallet, 3 or 4 different books in there. I'll include a picture of that all spread out over the dash so you can see exactly what's what. Up in here, something else to point out. This is a little slot. Mercedes did not supply these as standard. They wanted you to buy them for about 500 quid. The module that clips in there would then activate the sat-nav here. See, it says no navigation module is connected. It's because when this was bought new, the person didn't opt to have this. You can pick them up on eBay for about 100, 120 pounds. Clip it in there and then the sat-nav works straight away. So something to consider if you wanted built-in sat-nav. I know a lot of people use their phones now instead, but it's a cheap way of having it built in if you want. Right, round to the driver's side where we shall finish off. Door locking, electric mirrors, electric windows which you can lock from here. Same setup as the other side with the metallic kick plates and everything. You've got height adjustment on the driver's seat and lumbar as well. Oh, no, it's not lumbar, is it? It's whatever that is, tilt. Also headlights, fog lights, headlamp aim, electronic parking brake. Came into me with 1 key, it's an original Mercedes key. I'll hop in and show you the rest of it. Right, there's the miles, 67,813. That little symbol up there shows that the Distronic is active, the radar on the front there. You can go through the menus and disable that if you wish, but I thought I'd leave that on because it's quite a good feature. Shows you what gear you're in here, and then your driving mode that you've selected is just there. I'll show you a couple of bits to do with that in a second. Is the gear shift stick, column shift. Once you've used one of these, you can see why they use it. It's very convenient compared to doing all this. I personally very much like it. Wipers over here, cruise control down here, nice leather trimmed multi-function steering wheel, flappy paddles for your gear changes. That button comes into effect if you install that module in the glove box. It does nothing without it. Phone buttons here if you're linked up via Bluetooth along with the volume, and then this one goes through all your menus on the onboard computer. Over to your infotainment system here. If I click it onto the radio, I'm just going to turn the volume down so we don't get a copyright thing. FM and AM, I couldn't see DAB on there. We've got a single slot disc, navigation if you install the module, and then your Bluetooth is there. I was just using those little shortcut buttons there for that. Air vents, buttons I was using there. This is your different driving modes. So manual, sport, and I presume the E is for economy. You've got eco mode for the engine itself. You can turn your parking sensors off there, and then you've got your climate control down here. 12-volt point in here. There's your locking wheel nut. Further storage, cup holders. This is one for here to quickly switch between all your different bits. Slidey armrest. You've got some more points in there, auxiliary and USB. You've got some airbags up here, illuminated vanity mirrors, interior lighting. There's different modes for if you're being towed or if you want to turn the perimeter alarm off, and what looks to me like an auto dimming rearview mirror, but I can never quite tell unless it's obviously stated. And that is everything I can see on the car. If I've missed something that you were hoping to see demonstrated, please just give me a shout and I'll pop out and check for you straight away. I include as many pictures as I possibly can of the interior, the exterior, and any paperwork that came with the car, along with these narrated walk around videos. The idea is to give you a sort of a virtual experience of visiting us at the site here. Obviously you are more than welcome to come down to the site. We're here 7 days a week. There's loads of cars to look at and browse. But we're getting more and more people now basically buying from us online. They look at the pictures and the video, phone up and have a chat, and then you can leave a small deposit. We run the vehicle up to you. You're more than welcome to reject the vehicle if there's any faults with it or anything like that, so there's really sort of no risk to you, and you just pay the balance when you're happy with the car. Then our driver comes back. Obviously, you can still do it in the traditional sense of coming down seeing us at the site. Like I say, here 7 days a week, pop down and browse whenever you like. But I would say if there's a particular car that you're seriously interested in, to make an appointment, because we are a small two-man team, and although we're open, we're not necessarily here every hour of every day. So it really is a good idea to make an appointment to make sure someone's here to show you the car. Okay, thank you very much for watching.